What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? Darkside here at Combat Esports Media, and today I will be going over the newest UFC 4 fighter update with you as we go over some nerfs and some buffs for some of the fighters in the game. Starting off with Mr. Tony Ferguson. Unfortunately, he has now suffered a -2 to his punch speed, which now leaves him at 89. -2 to his head movement, which also leaves him at an 89. -2 to his footwork, which is still at a 90. +2 to his top control, which is going to put him at 91. -2 to his cardio, which is going to leave him at 96 right now because he has insane cardio. -1 to his chin, which is at 92, and +1 to his recovery, which is sitting at a 98. It's actually cracked out. Cardio and recovery are cracked out, but unfortunately this does bring him down to a 4-star fighter, and he will be very tough to use in the welterweight division going forward. Moving on to our next fighter, we have Jingliang, the Leech. Getting a small little buff here, small buff in one category. He's going to go ahead and get a +2 to his head movement, which is going to go ahead and leave him at a 95 on head movement, which is actually very, very good. I'm actually surprised it's that high. I didn't know he had that high head movement. That's actually very clean. And they also gave him a +12 to his switch stance, which brings him up from an 80 to a 92. +12 is a massive buff to the switch stance, which is actually very cool to see. Now if those legs are getting chopped, you can go ahead and switch stance and keep yourself in the fight. Moving on to the light heavyweight division, everybody's favorite division, we have Mr. Johnny Walker, who has finally ascended to a 4-star fighter. Get some claps for Mr. Johnny Walker there, getting to a 4-star fighter. Moving on to his buffs, he did end up getting a +3 to his takedown, so now he has 88 takedowns. +1 to his top control, which now lets him at 90. +3 to his subs, which is also a 90 now, and +1 to his clinch control. So he didn't get any health stat buffs or any striking buffs, but he did get grappling buffs. So if you pick Johnny Walker in the light heavyweight division, you better grapple, because if not, that 89 chin will still let you down along with that recovery. But moving on, we're going to go ahead and get into the next one. Now moving on to the middleweight division, we have the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Now this change had me scared at first. I was scared because if I saw him in some patch notes for a buff, I was going to be scared. But luckily, he got buffed, but he did not get buffed in the striking department that heavily. He just got a small buff, thankfully, because he's already cracked out as it is. We didn't need him to be God anymore. But with that being said, he did get a +1 to his blocking, which now sits at a 95. He got a +2 to his takedowns, which now is a 92. And a +2 to his clinch control, which is also a 92. So he got a small buff there, nothing too crazy in the striking department. Got a small buff in his grappling. But that is the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Now let's take a look at the Italian Dream, Marvin Vettori, who unfortunately did get a nerf. As you guys can see right here, he did get a -1 to his speed. So now he is 93 punch speed, -2 to his accuracy, which now sits at 91. -1 to his footwork, which is now also a 91, but he did get a +1 to his chin, which is now a 98. 98 chin. But still, I'm not sure that's going to help him too much in this division, but definitely if you get Marvin Vettori, you're not looking to stand up on the feet for a long time anyways. You're looking to get some grappling in. So if I were you, I would do that. And that brings us to the heavyweight division with Tai Tuivasa. 4-star fighters still didn't get really a big buff or big nerf. It's pretty minimal changes in both areas. He got a -1 to his body, which now sits at an 89, which is very tough for this division because you got some people who hit hard and they can crack that body, so that's very tough. He also got a +3 to his recovery, which sits at a 98. Very high recovery. But he, for the most part, he stayed exactly the same. He's still Tai. So, no. If you're using Tai Tuivasa in heavyweight division, Godspeed, my brother. And that leaves us with one final fighter. That's going to be Cyril Gane, who got a pretty nice buff in the striking department. We now are looking at a +2 to his punch power, which gives him 92 punch power, +2 to his kick power, 96 kick power, +2 to his kick speed, 99 kick speed with 96 kick power. I repeat, 99 kick speed with 96 kick power. Lord have mercy. He is now the 3rd highest rated fighter in the heavyweight division behind DC and Francis Ngannou. He moves ahead of John Jones and Stipe, and my lord, he is going to be nasty. Not to mention, he also got a +2 to his recovery, which now sits at a 94. So he is going to be tough. I mean, just look at the crazy stats. 99 kick speed, 96 kick power to go along with 96 punch speed and 92 punch power to go along with 99 footwork and 97 punch accuracy. Lord have mercy. Cyril Gane should be an absolute monster. It's going to be scary hours in the heavyweight division. He is going to be a monster. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and wrap it up for this fighter update video. Let me know what you guys thought down below. What is your favorite change from this update? And did you think that anyone got nerfed too hard or got buffed too much? Or were the changes just right? With that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.